Let's get into it. Quando Rondo, if you've been watching the internet, he has denounced himself. He's saying he's no longer neighborhood Crip. He's from the 60 car. For the people that know what's going on, that's the LA fashion and come from the Slauson and Crenshaw district. That's exactly what it was, right? So to get right into it, he actually had a homeboy that got killed. Not just the one that was killed in LA, but he also had a homeboy that was killed in his hometown or close to his hometown of Savannah, Georgia. So he's lost about 2 people within the last couple weeks. So it didn't get heated for him. But you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm actually gonna salute Quando Rondo for actually taking the stance to saying he's done with the shit. Honestly, homie didn't seen so much bullshit and disloyalty. You can't fault him for that, because here's the thing though. He's going to have to take care of his responsibilities and say, okay, he's going to go to the hood and get his put off. But I find it funny is that the people from the West Coast that didn't want him to rep the car, because honestly, how it feels is that if you don't tap in with the people out West when you come there, then, you got to check in. So basically how he felt is that he would rather pay security guards before he actually paid something a fashion that he was actually representing. So if he represented that set, then he felt that it should be naturally loved. But then he also got some shit going on within his hometown. I don't know the specifics. I wouldn't get into that, but I'm gonna say I salute. Reason being is because a lot of us have went through that same shit. If you actually picked up a flag and said, okay, this is what you rep, then you know for a fact that ain't no loyalty in these streets, man. So I'm gonna salute him for saying, okay, being a grown man and having this responsibility taking care of his kids. Now, personally, I feel like he didn't get in too deep just to just walk away from that. He's gonna have to go through the proper procedures to, hey, let me go on and get put off the hood because I don't want to rep this no more. So I gotta salute him, because at the end of the day, a lot of us felt that way. A lot of us didn't do it. We just get older. We start moving different. You got homeboys that's locked up right now that if you're a part of it, they didn't snitch. They in PC. They ain't, when you was in that same seat, they didn't take care of your kids. They didn't go to not one game. They didn't go to your daughter dance recitals or father-daughter dance. They wasn't nowhere for none of that. So if he sees that that's not fit for him, I got to salute it, because at the end of the day, he could have took the route like Snitch 9. You feel what I'm saying? He could have took all his homeboys down to being the foreman and really be dishonorable to it. So if he want to step away from it, let him do his thing, let him rock out, as long as he go about it with the proper procedures, because you're going to put everybody around you in harm's way if you don't. Now, is that considered right? Depends on what kind of life that you live. I'm gonna be real with you. He has to understand that now that he's put himself in that predicament to be this big Crip, this big neighborhood Crip, they gonna be wanting to do it. Now, if you felt like you was basically getting extorted for your bread, a lot of people feel that way, bro. I know some cats that's, in the Fort Worth area, the Dallas area, they got their own sections and how they represent their set. They didn't tag it or get it connected to anything that's going on out West. There is their own LA politics. But if you realize that that shit really ain't gonna rock with you, then get out the way. I gotta salute them, bro. Like, I really do. Like, I see everybody going at them talking about, oh man, get that. Yeah, we all done lost homies. Yeah, the people that's, gang affiliated, whether you're part of an organization, whatever. We all know that there's disloyalty within it. So at the end of the day, if that's not what you built on and your card ain't really standing strong, get out the way, bro. And people have to respect it, because I'm seeing a lot of different people that's talking, and y'all haven't even put yourself in those predicaments to know what it's even like to be a gang member. You know what I'm saying? So it's dishonorable, if that's what you want to say. I'm going to say it's honorable, because at the end of the day, what is that shit really getting us? We know what it started with. We know how the GDs and the BDs, the Stones, the Vice Lords, they put on in the Chicago area. We seen what the Bloods, the Crips, the Hoovers, the Pyrus, everything did back in LA, but that was a part of an actual movement that had protected the hoods. We all know that when drugs and guns got into it, that, it went array. Everybody started battling for hood sections, all in the name of dope and guns and money. You know what I'm saying? We all let our ego get in the way. So what are we really getting out of it to be really, honestly speaking, to be glorifying gang culture? Yeah, we done lost homies, but damn, you don't think that at some point that shit get a little played out? You got kids. If you don't have kids, you're an aunt, you're an uncle. You feel what I'm saying? Life is way bigger than just repping a gang. If we just gonna be real with it, like, we ain't gotta act like that shit is just some badge of honor. Like, some people did graduate with scholars, major salute to you guys that, did what you had to do. But at the end of the day, We can see now, as I'm 31 sitting in this seat talking about this shit used to be way different back in the day. You couldn't have really just told me a lot of different things. But once you see a homeboy die, once you see somebody get life in prison, you know what I'm saying? That's going to change how you look at it. I don't think it's an emotional decision. I think he's really coming to reality that shit just ain't nothing. What he thought was once something that was a part of going to protect him, it didn't happen that way, bro. You gotta respect homie for that. And then if you don't, okay, you got your own reasons. But don't try to tell him that he gotta do X, Y, and Z when you ain't in his shoes. And yeah, he signed up for it, he campaigned like a motherfucker to get himself in that predicament. But at the end of the day, what has gang life gotten us? Half the time, if you go in there for 10, 20, 30 years, you come home, bro, you just like a veteran that came home from the military, bro. You homeless. Some people may remember who you are, but for the most of the point, it ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna be just drastic, life changing. Like, oh, okay, bro, came home. It's nothing, bro. We look at it. Okay, you was a decorated war veteran. Now what? He ain't got no family. Mama done died, daddy done died, grandparents gone. Now you the granddaddy or the great uncle that's outside. Now what? It ain't nothing you coming from it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, man, hey, salute, bro. Handle your business. Do what you need to do. Don't even buy into the bullshit. Get your money, take care of your kids, do what you gonna do. But don't get caught back in the blender talking about, oh, you was just in your feelings and that's how you felt. Yeah, you may need a little, little tender love and care at this moment. I'm saluting you, but just know that you built this bed that you laying in. But I have to salute you for actually realizing that you are now bigger than the program. And it's going to come with some shit. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to have a lot of different people coming at you in all different ways. So make sure you got your security tight. Make sure you do what you do. But hopefully that young cats actually see this before you make that decision. You pick up that bandana, you represent what your fashion is. Understand that he feels the same way as a lot of people do that sit in these seats that are able to talk about it. Think about the cats that actually went in, you talk to your uncle. He ain't no big Crip, Vice Lord, GD, Pyru, Hoover, none of that. Most of them cats, if they get over 10 years, they come home Muslim. They might get back with the shit when they get out, but they Muslims in there. They assalamu alaikum. Salaikum salam, my brother. God, you know what I'm saying? They didn't change their whole life. They come home a whole different person because at the end of the day, when you have time to sit down and think about all the shit that you went through and what you sacrificed this quote unquote street life for, you got nothing from it, bro. I gotta salute him, man. Gotta salute him. So, hey, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what's your reactions because there's a lot of different people that have tapped into the subject. I decided to kind of stay back just to kind of see if he was going to change his pivot. It seems like he's standing strong on that. There's a lot of different opinions. Let me know what yours is within the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And as always, long live CC. And if you love somebody, give them a call, man. Life's short. I'm out.